There we go. How about that? Even better. Forgot to check my mic. Anyway, what's up? It's Jersey here from windowcleaner.com and, of course, WCR Nation. And today on WCR Daily, we're talking about the difference between water-fed and trad. So if you're here, the question of the day is, do you use water-fed? If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. And I will berate you from there. No, just kidding. Actually, they are awesome tools, both of them, and they have a place, right? The water fed can only be done on the outsides and can be done on 90% of the jobs that are out there. Not quite 100%. Uh, I've only had one job in all my history that I know just didn't work for water fed, and it was like wooden frames, and the water would pull minerals out of those wooden frames. It was on my mom's house. That's the only reason I knew, because we did their windows all the time, and I just knew it sucked. Would have been a perfect candidate for it, but anyway. Everything else, water fed works really, really well. I'm a huge proponent of it. I've been in pure water myself for like 15 years. I mean, I was in pure water before like carbon fiber poles were like really industry standard. It's pretty crazy to think of that long ago. But yeah, there are a few things to think about in water fed versus traditional. Now, obviously, the inside thing you're not going to be able to do, but when you get up a certain height, it makes sense to either do roof work, dropping down on bosun chairs and ropes and things like that, or do some lift work. You can't. I mean, you can. I guess let me rephrase that. You can do pure water cleaning up. We sell a pole of 90 feet, but it sucks. It's 90 feet up there. It's a heck of a long way up there. So you can't kind of do this. So there's different things there, but on everything I possibly can, we ran pure water. I ran pure water with every crew had their own setup. Every truck had their own setup. We used it as much as possible. So really, really kind of uh, a fan of pure water, if you will. But Hallman, what's up? By the way, Hallman Window Washing says water fed pull all day, even interior. It's king. Well, I imagine if you're doing like a pool house or something, you can actually do it. We had one job long, long time ago, and it was just that. It was a rec center, and they had these giant windows above like this pool area. It was the just dumbest design, but we just water fed it from in the water. Actually, part of the windows we had to stand in the pool and like clean from there. So it was very, very interesting. So if it can get wet, then it can get water fed. Really, it's just that good. Window guys, by the way, what's up? Pure water on demand equals money. By the way, pure water on demand, are you talking about an on demand system or on demand like tank based, or what do you prefer? But yeah, super simple to set stuff up. I'm definitely a fan. Let's talk trad though. Traditional work in general is not going anywhere. It's not something that you can't not do. Inside windows, commercial route, most of my route, we would run all storefront guys. It makes sense to know that and use traditional stuff too. But if I have to pick between the two, like on a job, I'm gonna grab all the jobs that have like outside casement windows. It's just the easiest, most enjoyable to do by far. By the way, what's up? Your picture is a jet ski, and it makes me think of nice weather, which is almost here. Almost. Window guy said on-demand system, flip a switch and go. So yeah, you're talking tank-based at that point. Yeah, tank-based systems make it super, super easy. It makes route window cleaning with pure water doable, makes it super fast. People make their own systems. I had tank-based systems that I would pump myself, but there's a Fill and Go by Tucker. That is an all-in-one kind of skid-made system that is basically flip a switch, actually remote control to be fancy, and go even more from there. So, really, really amazing things. But yeah, talking more so with Technopad and Unger pads for tall glass. Yeah. So what he's talking about, if you didn't know, it's called a indoor water fed kit, but it's not quite what you're thinking. It is using pads and a fine mist, and you're basically buffing those windows off because at height you're not getting all that crusted on stuff. You're not getting fingerprints and little kids peanut butter and jelly and everything else. They're just literally like ozone. They get a little bit of haze, a little bit of fog to them. You can buff that right off, just like Hallman said. Jamie, I don't know if how I want to call you, but home and window washing. It said works wonderful. Need a lot of pads, and it also works in divided offices. So using a pad, that thin spray works perfect. Perfect. It is a learning curve, as anybody can attest. There's a learning curve. One trick, by the way, if this screen is a window, when you're doing it, you need to pull off the glass as it's moving. Don't go to the corner of it and then stop and pull it off. You need to like pull your pure water and then pull it off the glass as it's moving. That's going to help you keep a lot of it on the pad. It's like a Swiffer, basically. Cleano pads, man. Yes, Stingray is the same, where you're running kind of a pad and the spray is applied through basically a pump that's in the little thing, and it works really well. I don't use it on everything. I don't use it for every single house, but I do use it at any time there's any like you know, elevated windows, high windows, over booths, things like that. I really do try to use it for some of those real difficult things. Anything you don't need drips. Car dealers is big because I don't want to drip on their papers and they're never going to move their stuff. Um, um, Skylights, huge because I'm not dripping all over the drywall. Really, really makes sense. So yeah, that's like a hybrid. It's like water fed for the inside, pretty much. Now on those windows and big car dealers, I know you guys have, but I've done traditional with pole for the inside, and it really sucks because especially the pole and trying to get the right angle for the squeegee, you're getting marks and runners and streaks and everything, and then you're all of a sudden back to spending so much more time than you should have. So yeah, indoor kits is awesome. Now I know John Lee was going to be on this episode, but again couldn't make it. But he's a big fan of having pure water for the outside and indoor kits for the inside. So inside and outside, he doesn't even need to have squeegees. For me, I like to still have that option. So I'm still a big fan of the squeegee things. But if you're watching, go ahead and comment. Let me know if you are using pure water at all. That would be phenomenal. And I am a rep for windowcleaner.com. So if you need a rep, I want to be your rep. I want to be your guy. Hashtag one clip. I want to put your orders in for you. It doesn't cost you any extra to have me do that. My number's on the screen. Save it. That's my cell phone. Text me. Hey, yo, everything's in my cart. Go ahead and just click save this cart, and I put it in. Cost you nothing extra, and now you have a rep. Any questions or anything you need, or you just want to talk gear or pricing or bids or just business in general, let me know. I'm your guy. 862-312-2026. And yeah, we do this every day. So we'll be back again tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, East Coast time. So make sure you're around, and we'll say hi then.